First of all, let me just hang on. I'm gonna improvise. I'm gonna do some silliness here. Let's just bear with me. This is gonna be great. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. I hope you're ready for this. You ready?
I've been ready for like 10 seconds, I think.
Come out
Warrior.
to play. I didn't have bottles, so I used sticky notes. So my pick here is gonna be Mack Hollins over 24 and a half receiving yards. I think he should be able to get that.
Okay. Man,
Not
we
by
really
much.
are we really are opposite. I don't have a bet on that one, but I do have a bet on his under for receptions at 2.5. Yeah. I think he might get
It's
targets. I think he's gonna be him and, what's that other smaller, like 5'9" guy, Demario Douglas. Those 2 guys are gonna be deep shots. So, it's whether they complete them or not is gonna make or break that.
I think they will.
And totally
Depending on
possible.
how I mean, it depends how the script goes, right? If the way I kind of see it going, because you talk a lot about the spies, and that's a big part of the game. I think that if in the beginning they have a lot of spies on Drake May, I think those deep shots will land.
Yeah. And I think that what spies do, or what they can do if the quarterback's really conscious of it, and somebody nobody's really talking about, that now that I'm thinking about it, might get me looking into what some of his numbers are. If you can move that spy while you're still in the pocket, middle of the field seam play, tight end, land is usually wide open. I haven't heard anybody talk about my boy Hunter Henry. Not that he's a super big focal point and their offense hasn't really done shit, but if they're
Yeah,
not gonna be able
he's
to go to the outside, he owns the middle of the field.
he's not done much this year. That's why
No.
I'm not really too excited about him.
No, I mean, he hasn't, but again, I think you're gonna see things in this game that you haven't seen before. I mean, they're really
Very,
this is it. They're gonna try to take that
very boom,
advantage.
very boomer bust.
Yeah.
Henry is.
Yeah, but I bet his props are probably super low. But anyway, my silver pick here is gonna be, a total touchdown prop of the under 5.5 touchdowns. So, by both teams combined, 5 touchdowns or lower. Like I've been saying, I think it's gonna be middle of the row scoring. One thing that we haven't talked about is both of these coaches are very, very conservative, especially the Seahawks when it comes to 4th
I
down
like
and
that.
going for it versus kicking field goals. I think I've been getting burned on unders here in the fourth quarters lately, and I definitely think this one fourth quarter pull out all the stop time. But I think first couple of quarters, at least the first quarter, could be kind of feeling each other out. And so I'm going to take the other under 5.5 touchdown. What say you?
I actually like that. I'm with you. I think I'd take that because again, I see this Super Bowl being a very, at least initially, probably till the fourth quarter, even maybe even then. I think it's going to be a really low scoring game. I think people are going to play pretty conservative, and even if they don't, I think the defenses are going to keep this pretty contained.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't know about your picks, but all of my picks are on the like what the actual line is. So these are all minus 110 or some relative number around there as far as odds go. What about gold? What do you got as your number one most confident prop here?
It's kind of a mix of confidence and value. I like
Gotcha.
Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown score.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty safe. I think a lot of people are probably going to have that one, and maybe in Jigba or somebody else like that. That
Great for a
anytime,
parlay.
yeah, great for like a touchdown parlay. Don't hate it. I think it's probably something I won't put my money on. I do have an over on his rushing yards. I think he'll have some impact in the game, but I don't think, it's like any like MVP type game worthy, uh, type of showing. My gold pick for the Super Bowl this year is George Helani, the backup running back for Seattle, over 1.5 receptions. So, as everybody knows, Charbonnet is out, which means Kenneth Walker is going to get the bell cow. He's going to be running the ball a lot more. And so I'm taking the backup to take a couple of his targets. He only needs to get 2 catches to hit his over. And I think he could get 3 or 4 catches. I think he had 3 last week or 2 weeks ago against the Rams. So, yeah,
Interesting.
Helani. He also had a drop, like a really, really bad drop that I thought cost him the game. I was hoping it did. I was on the Rams,
I
but
was too. Yeah.
it, did not cost him the game. So, heard of George Helani before?
No.
Well, now you know. Now you know.
No, I know. But if he's dropping balls, I ain't picking him on anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the redemption here. So yeah, those are our player prompts: gold, bronze, and silver.